Hello, welcome to the Mindtrek.net game server. This is the Voyager Build Out. I believe this would be episode 5 of the short series. Anyways, I went ahead and processed the last deck. It took a bit of effort and some time. I had to pretty much throw away the deck plans for this deck because they just didn't make any sense at all. So they got demoted to the scrap pile. But what I'm doing right now is I'm going through and I'm breaking up the deck, trying to take advantage of some of the deck plan stuff, but not having too much luck with it. Yeah, I can only do what I can do, and then I go home, or in this case, I turn the computer off and go to bed. But yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking. In retrospect, I think what they were, the plans actually called for a 1 meter space down here per deck, because it just, yeah. In order to fit the escape pods in, if I'd followed the actual deck plans, even at 1 meter blocking spacings, the escape pods would have been out past the hole here. See, we don't want that. So, anyways, what I've done here, this is a setup of equipment for the transporter above it. These will be like batteries and some other needed equipment, probably tractor beam stuff or more tractor beam stuff here or whatever. I haven't decided yet. I did etch in part of the landing gear, and I'm trying to get a landing gear module that kind of explains what it does. So what I did is I built this, and then I squished it all up into this, and then I put it up into the ship. Hopefully that works. It did take some effort, but it's all squished up in there now, so I might have to modify, because there were some areas where it stuck through, like I had a couple of gold pieces sticking through here, and I don't know, I could go back through and redo it, but government work, you can see it's all been stuck in there and stuff. Gooberment work, it's for free. Oh, excuse me. I yawned. I must be tired than I thought. Anyways, in the last episode we were working in this area, and I made a boo-boo. I fixed it. I had this too far forward and forgot about this here, so I had to reconstruct all this, and yeah, I had to move it all back. So our work area here got a little bit smaller, but it still works. This is still the same size because it was a pretty big area to begin with. And I went ahead and mocked these up. I wanted to make sure they were pretty much done and out of the way, and I did redesign the hull a little bit in order to accommodate those, and I wanted to see how bad it looks. And it's not that bad. It doesn't look all that bad. Ooh, gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. There. Gone. But yeah, apart from doing the captain's yacht deck, the Voyager build out is pretty much good to go. The rest of it will be fit and finish work, and so on and so forth. Nothing real elaborate, just figuring all the monkey stuff out. So, yep. Can we? Yes, we can. Cool. Let's go ahead and fix this out real quick while I'm thinking about it. Stuff like this. Fit and finish work. Now that looks a lot better. And again, I could be wrong. It could look like crap, I don't know. But yeah, the deflector's in, one of the torpedo launchers is in. None of the underside hull work detail has been done other than a couple of things that I did while I was building it out. We've got our escape pods in. Ooh, I didn't do these down here. There are some people online and they're chatting, so I didn't want to include the chat while I was talking, but it looks like I'm going to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So a lot of the hull detail will have to be added as well. But again, I will leave that for another time. We have them in. I'm pretty happy about that. We've got some of the windows in. I'll go back through and add more windows as we do the build out. Same thing with up here. I can go ahead and get rid of all these now. They are no longer needed. This deck has a whole bunch, or excuse me, the saucer. The top of the spoon has a whole bunch of little windows and stuff like that for crew quarters. I still have to add the phaser strip here, repurpose this phaser strip, and of course update it to the version that we use now for the builds, which is based off of iPanic's design. A lot of hull detail work's going to need to be done, but for the most part, you know, she's looking good. It's kind of nice to have the interior deck spaces done. I still have to break the decks up into quarters and you know, set up some of the new lab stuff for a couple of the new decks that have been added. But overall, apart from that one deck with the captain's yacht, all the decks are in. The captain's yacht one I think is going to be the most difficult, so I was just sort of saving it for last. I'm cleaning up a lot of these extra blocks right now to get them out of the way. Also, I came through and I revised this a little bit more too. You know, what can I say? I like to fix things. I like to fix things a lot. Yeah, got to do the hangar door as well. And I got to set up the little access hatch there. A lot of that stuff is detail work that can be done by people that worked on the original Voyager build. People like Death Monkey who worked on it. You know, I was looking at the plans and they're really they got a lot of really good detail in them and stuff. Both the strategic design and the Sidonia being better plans in my opinion, except for this last deck, deck 15. That one really threw me. It's a very narrow passageways. It almost looks like they're Jeffries tubes type of passageways, and I'm glad we decided to, if we ran into problems like that, be original. Just go original with it. So, but yeep. Now, I still haven't set up this here. I believe this is just a hatch down here. This will just be like a hatchway. So, what we can do here is we can just I could have the spacing on this wrong. It could be smaller, but we're not going to worry about it. There's that hatch in. One more little part done. Whole bunch of little parts. You know, screw it. Let's get rid of this little nub part here. Let's make it all one small piece. That way there I can add stone half slabs. Make it look a little bit more, whoops, wrong side. Upper side. Now it looks more like something you'd see on the bottom of a starship. There we go. And I can, these phaser strips will probably be modified just a tad bit when we start working on them, so. It's hard to say, And I'm going to leave all that. Yeah, really, apart from breaking up the new hull for science labs, adding in the crew quarters along the peripheral, and making sure everything has doorways. In fact, I'm gonna real quick here. I'm gonna see, every time I see that, all I can think of is a zombie. I've said that before, but real quick here, I'm gonna go grab the plans. I want to. Yeah, see, this is this area here does have access, and the access is from. Well, it doesn't really say how to get in there. This is like a little lift area, so it lifts up to there. So I'm going to put some red down here so I know it's a lift. And I'm going to add a little access thing here. There. Alrighty. And this is like equipment locker, and so I'll add a little access point there as well. Yep. Oh, and this is another lift, so we can go ahead and clean this up a little bit. And this doesn't need to be there because this will be... I don't really get that. Why? Oh, it's a transporter. Derp. Dumbass. Yeah, this is a transporter. Yeah. I'm sitting there thinking, why is this a lift? And I was like, no, it's not a lift. It's a transporter. The final pattern of it we'll decide on later, but pretty much it'll be like something like this, and I'll go look at some of the other transporter pads, cargo transport pads, see how we did those. Again, reinventing the wheel seems to be all we ever do. I cannot believe how exhausted I am. I haven't done anything. Well, I got up pretty early, but yeah, this does suck it out of you. I'm going to repurpose this area, probably be batteries, just, like 2 on this side and then the other mirrored on the other side. So this will actually be used, battery backup for a holodeck or something. And this holodeck really has a lot of room. Even on the Sovereign, it didn't have this much room assigned to the holodeck, but is what it is. I am seriously, I can't do it because oh, I would love to be able to put a call. You know what? I'm going to double check the plans. I think somebody's been screwing with me here because I'm pretty sure there's a... Yeah. Somebody's been screwing with me. Son of a bitch. Now, who would do this to me? This has got to be somebody's idea of a joke. Yeah, this has got to be somebody's idea of a joke. Yeah, it kind of miffs me off, but... People. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody came in and changed things. Well, yeah, I'm not too happy about that. Yeah. I'm going to double check again, go up one more. Nope, there is actually no corridor there. Believe it or not, the corridor is over there where it's supposed to be. And this is all part of machinery veal. But again, that's not right. The scaling got screwed up somehow. I'm being honest with you. I really don't understand. Some of these drawings I look at, they're one size, and when I try to scale them up, they don't scale up accordingly. So what I'm going to do is, this is a massive area that should not be associated with this, but we can easily put a small access corridor in here. Bummer. Or I could just set it up to be something. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Since I'm gaining on the side, I can go ahead and just repurpose the side of this so that makes a little bit more sense in my mind. Actually, I don't need that there, do I? Shoot. Alright. Alright. We're getting her done. We're getting her done. Alright, since it's 3 longer than it should be, I'm taking the space that would be right here for something else and just flipping it this way. So we're still get the same actual square footage, except that I'm utilizing the side of the turbo lift a little bit more efficiently than for something. I'm repurposing the side of the turbo lift here, is what I'm doing. And taking advantage of the edited room, because there's no way I can put a gangway. I could possibly put a hull there, but it would look kind of funky if I did. Darn it, I did that again, didn't I? It would look kind of funky if I did, so we'll just go ahead and turn this into a Jeffries tube, forward moving Jeffries tube on either side, which seems to be more logical for what this area would be used for anyway. So come through here. I'll also add access, Jeffries tube access to that room above us here. Let's go over here, and I'll just put it right here, right across. No, I'll go up to here and do it up here, right here. There. All right, and I'll do another one over here, right here. There. All right, now everything seems to make a lot better sense. So, and there's a Jeffries tube here. I cannot access it from there because of the this is all lift or turbo lift. I think he put a ladder over here. Yeah, he did. So yeah. If we have to, we can you know, this will, you come down through here, come out here, and you can get to the Jeffries tube over here. So yeah, it all works. I can even, if we want to, I can add another. Well, I can't. This is all cargo storage here. So yeah. Anywho, I do appreciate you watching. This pretty much concludes this series for the actual build out part. The rest of it is just going to be fit and finish, tweaking and adding in detail parts to the hull, finishing up the interior area spaces. We'll probably do videos on those as well as we go along. Of course, the final deck, and then all the detail and all that other nifty stuff that's going to get added underneath there. Those will be water tanks and equipment and things, and all the empty space will be filled with something. It'll either be tanks for water or bulk water storage, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I do appreciate you watching. Again, this is the Mindtrek.net game server. It's owned and operated by M. Heller. If you get a chance to come on the server and thank M, it'd be greatly appreciated. He puts a lot of time and effort into keeping it up for us and running, as well as importing ships and working on his own projects, mainly the Enterprise D and the Enterprise E. The E is still a work in progress. He's getting closer and closer to moving towards it and moving it down the progression ladder to like he did with the D. Anywho, I appreciate your time. And granted, there are many parts of the ship that have different sides, so this side is not an exact match to this side, so a lot of that stuff will be done as I go. In fact, I'll probably end up doing that next, start mirroring these decks off a little bit, the ones that have to be mirrored, and because they're different, they have different sections and stuff like that, and then move them to the side a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much really boring stuff to watch, but if I do videos on it, I'll be sure to upload them. Again, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.